MrBeast once claimed his Feastables chocolate bar is healthier than Hershey's, one of the sugariest and unhealthiest candies in the world. And if I'm gonna be honest, it was like comparing trash to garbage. But that claim was only the start. Behind the shiny wrappers and perfect marketing was a story full of lies, lawsuits, and a PR mess no celebrity could hide. Being investigated by Children's Advertising Review Unit for violating guidelines, facing infringement lawsuits, struggling to make profits due to new tariffs, and overall just looking like another YouTuber product that was more focused on marketing than quality. So how did Feastables go from being one of the most in-demand chocolates ever, sold out in seconds every time it was restocked, to profits and sales dropping significantly? Here is a satisfying fall of MrBeast's Feastables. It's early 2022. MrBeast, the man who basically turned YouTube into an Olympic sport, launches Feastables, a better for you chocolate brand promising simple ingredients and epic prizes. The pitch was genius. Clean chocolate made of only 5 ingredients: cocoa, cane sugar, sunflower lecithin, and a splash of YouTuber magic. MrBeast positions Feastables as the anti-junk food, the snack you could eat guilt-free whilst pretending to be productive. The launch was massive. He dropped a video called "I Built Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory" and announced that every bar came with a code for a chance to win Tesla cars, Sea-Doo jet skis, even a real-life chocolate factory.
I just launched Feastables in Australia, as you can tell by the Sydney Opera House. And to celebrate, we're going to be giving random people that buy Feastables this Lamborghini and 9 other cars.
That's a lot of cars.
Right, Laserbeam? I'm just here because I'm Australian. No joke, all you have to do, just go to your local Woolworths or any of these retailers in Australia and buy a Feastables bar. So how do I win a Lamborghini? Just scan the QR code on the back of the bar after you buy it, submit your receipt, and 1 bar purchased is 1 entry.
Within weeks, stores couldn't keep it in stock. It was a marketing masterclass. By mid-2023, the numbers were absurd. Feastables had gone from an idea to a global product, pulling in over $250 million in revenue, more than MrBeast's own YouTube channel that same year. It was in 7,000 plus stores, from Walmart to Tesco. Influencers were unboxing entire cases, parents were bulk buying, and some were even reselling. It was a cultural moment, similar to Prime. It was just absolutely viral everywhere and every kid wanted it. But unfortunately, behind all that sugar rush, there was something bitter brewing.
I gotta keep it about it, chat. First impression, chat, it's a little bit bulky. And usually when it's that big, I like when it's soft like this. Messy. It's messy. No, Jimmy, this is a no. Just no. It's messy.
Then came the first PR nightmare, the clean up our displays controversy. In early 2023, Feastables started trending for all the wrong reasons. MrBeast tweeted a photo of a messy Walmart shelf and said, "If you see Feastables in your local store, please tidy up the display and send me a photo. I'll give away $5,000. Sounds innocent, right? Except people online flipped. Critics accused him of using unpaid fan labor to manage his brand's retail displays. It felt exploitative, turning his fans into free merchandisers. The internet smelled corporate desperation. Then came the real storm, ethical sourcing. In mid-2024, reports started asking uncomfortable questions about where Feastables cocoa came from. One viral tweet claimed the brand's supply chain might involve cocoa from farms tied to child labor in West Africa, the same criticism that's haunted Hershey's and Nestle for years. To be clear, there's no evidence MrBeast personally knew about it, and Feastables say their suppliers are certified by Fairtrade and Rainforest Alliance, but once that conversation starts, you can't put it back in the wrapper. The optics were pretty brutal. How do you sell wholesome kids chocolate when people are tweeting about exploitation and child labor? Then in a separate controversy, MrBeast faced criticism for shooting a Feastables branded video inside ancient Mayan ruins in Mexico, where local officials accused the product of violating filming permits. So long story short, Feastables was losing touch with its original good guy image. So by late 2024, the hype curve was already dipping. Feastables wasn't collapsing, but it was clearly leveling out. The giveaways stopped hitting, the YouTube tie-ins slowed down, and people began realizing something painful. Feastables bars were just okay. They weren't bad, but they weren't revolutionary. Taste reviews called them dry, chalky, and mid for the price. At $3 a bar, that's pretty pricey. Meanwhile, competition was heating up. Other creator brands were flooding the shelves. Prime Hydration, even Jake Paul's sports brand, Lunchly, you get the point. Feastables went from being the creator snack snack to just another name in the influencer aisle. The company was still making money though, but profits were thinning. Ingredient costs rose due to US import tariffs on cocoa, and MrBeast publicly complained that making the bars overseas was now cheaper than producing them in America. That's never a good look for a made-for-the-people brand. Behind the scenes, Feastables was also dealing with its first real business growing pains. Lawsuits popped up around promotional claims. The Children's Advertising Review Unit flagged the company for misleading advertising in one of its taste test campaigns, saying the brand exaggerated consumer reactions. That may sound minor, but when your marketing relies on trust, even small cracks matter. And things got even more awkward when they were hit with another lawsuit. They got sued over one of their chocolate bars called These Nuts. Sometime in 2023, Feastables launched a peanut butter flavour with that name, clearly meant as a joke because it's MrBeast.
These nuts. Got him! Got him!
But there was one small problem. Another small snack company, These Nuts LLC, had already trademarked that name, and they weren't laughing about. They filed a lawsuit claiming trademark infringement, arguing that MrBeast's team knew about the brand and used the name anyway because it was memeable. So yeah, long story short, the lawsuit accused Feastables of deliberately copying the name to ride on viral humour. I mean, to be fair, this wasn't really a big deal because most fans just thought it was hilarious. It was so out of nowhere, like who trademarked These Nuts? And then tries to sue MrBeast for naming one of their chocolate bar flavors after it. Literally, imagine running a $250 million company and one of your biggest controversies is over These Nuts. Now let's talk numbers, because the hype was loud, but when you check the data, it doesn't really lie. Feastables hit roughly $250 to $270 million in revenue by late 2024. Now the retail distribution stayed wide, it was still selling globally, but velocity per store slowed down. Basically, they weren't selling out instantly, they were slowly selling over time. And it was true, and it was due to the TikTok mentions not being as sky high as they were before. And it just grew too fast. Feastables was supposed to be healthier chocolate, fewer ingredients, less processed junk. But when you grow faster than a kid after a growth spurt, cracks start showing. The company expanded like a speedrun. New products, new packaging, new flavors, all while trying to meet insane demand. The slogan, simple ingredients, epic prices, started to mean complicated supply chain, epic chaos. Fans love the giveaways, but giveaways don't build long-term customers, they build gamblers. Every bar was a lottery ticket with sugar on top. People weren't returning for the taste, they were chasing the next prize code. And when the contest ended, so did the repeat sales. Even employees hinted at the growing pains, distribution deals were rushed, retail restocks missed deadlines, and MrBeast, juggling his empire of YouTube, philanthropy, and side hustles, wasn't exactly a full-time candy executive. Feastables became a case study in influencer overextension. Too big, too fast, too public. So Feastables still exists, it's just not dominating headlines anymore. The brand survived its controversies, but it's no longer the next big thing. It's a functioning, profitable snack company that's lost the spark of novelty. So why did Feastables actually fall, and why did the sales fall off so bad? Well, firstly, the manufacturer demand. People didn't buy Feastables for the chocolate, they bought it for the clout. Once the giveaways ended, so did the dopamine rush. Then the ethical missteps, child labor allegations and fan labor controversies chipped away at the good guy image that built the brand's trust. And then the over-reliance on MrBeast. When the face of your company has 200 things going on, the brand starts feeling like one of his side quests, not a priority. And that's without talking about the product quality. At the end of the day, the bars weren't special enough to survive our hype. Competitors matched or beat the flavor for less. And then the audience just aged out. The same teens who bought Feastables in 2022 are in high school or in college now, and they're not chasing chocolate codes between classes. So look, Feastables is a masterclass in how to win the internet, and also how to lose momentum. MrBeast proved a YouTuber could build a legitimate consumer brand from scratch, but he also proved that social media doesn't guarantee shelf success. So if your product depends on the creator, you've built a fan club, not a company. Feastables will probably keep existing, it's too profitable to die, but it'll never hit that 2022 energy again. That era is gone, and no amount of YouTube giveaways can bring it back.